What's up, guys? It's Rick NSX coming at you from Parents Playing Games and American Truck Simulator. So, after our less than ideal episode 2, we're back at it with episode 3. Gonna run a couple jobs, see if we can't maybe purchase a truck today. All in all things are on the table, so we'll just have to see how this plays out today. We're kind of starting to make a little money, so maybe a truck is the way to go, and if so, we'll make that purchase today, hopefully. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you see all the content, all the new content when it pops up. And without further ado, let's jump into this thing.
What's going on? All right, so we are back for episode 3. The last episode was something else. I don't even know how to describe what happened in the last episode. We were late. We had all the craziness with the detour, the gas situation. We're at $22,870. We've made a grand total of $21,790 so far. I am hopeful that today goes considerably better than yesterday or during the last episode. Alright, so I'm thinking, despite the fact that we're based in Phoenix, we're gonna take this job out of Kingman to Los Angeles. That's what we're gonna do. Alright, so here we are. Oh, more Transformers. Look at that. I guess we're just gonna be the Transformer delivery specialists. Yeah, sounds about right. Seems to be a lot of traffic. Alright, let's do this. Oh, so, as it were, I was kind of playing with some of the controls. I was looking through some of the menus. Turns out, I can have voice navigation. I didn't realize that. We'll see how that works today. We're going to try that out, see if that helps me to not miss my exits, things like that. So, we are in a Mack truck. This one's got a sleeper in it, so no rear window. I think this is the same setup where I was like, I don't like, I didn't necessarily care for the placement of the mirrors. It just didn't feel like, okay. Hold on. Let me lower the steering wheel. Yep, because is that my fuel gauge? All right, so we got half a tank of gas. So we got 556 miles worth of gas and 322 miles to drive. Now, I know everybody that watched the second video knows full and dang well what happened there. Hopefully we're good to go. But I guess we'll find out soon. Thanks again for joining me as we are on our road to $1 million. See how this plays out. Okay, so we're taking a right here. Yep, I can already see that this is going to go. Having this lady chat with me.
Turn right.
I don't know why, but it sounds like the truck is much louder today. Ah! Alright. Alright, almost completely ran that stop sign. Alright, looks like we're going to be taking a left here on...
Keep left and then continue straight on.
Keep left and then continue straight on. Better get back in my lane, I suppose.
Go straight on.
Will do. Alright. Now, obviously I haven't gotten onto the freeway yet, but already I'm feeling a little better about this truck. I don't know. The last Mac I drove, it didn't feel like it had... Just didn't feel like it had any guts. I don't know. So maybe this truck will be better. We'll see. This one does have a navigation system in it, so I know technologically it's ahead of the other truck. And maybe that'll translate into the engine and transmission as well. Try to get my trailer out of that lane for those folks that are trying to pass me. But I can't go any further. I actually saw the stop line as I was pulling forward through my little door window. All right. We are going to get on the highway and put the hammer down. I see you, policeman. I see you. That policeman just ran a red light. And I know that because I had a green arrow and he went. Bet he didn't give himself a ticket. What's up with that? All right. 75, huh? I mean, there's 75 right there. I'm going to go ahead and bump it to 80. All right, so not sure what's going on here, and I'll have to investigate it here in just a minute. But the controller is significantly more sensitive to right turns than it is left. Agricultural inspection ahead. Ah, we are entering California. That's what that's all about. Alright, so agricultural inspection. Of course, we're running transformers. So, I shouldn't really have anything to worry about. Inspection in progress. Inspection finished. I may continue driving. And away we go. Get my cruise control set back at... Oh, no, we're in California now. Really? Really? $400 because I had a crash with some guy that decided to come up under me? Probably should have been paying better attention. I was worried about setting my cruise control, making sure I was legal. Me and the Mustang exchanged information. Y'all don't have to worry about that. Okay, so that's a first ever. So I'll have to pay closer attention when I am leaving a way station. I'm sorry. Well, I guess a way station, yes. I guess anytime I'm merging, I need to be paying better attention. Once I get onto the highway, I can be distracted by cruise controls and everything else, I suppose. But I will say that won't happen again. Because I'll be on the lookout for it. Alright, so this truck is comfortably capable of 60, so that's nice, because that is going to be my speed the entire time I'm in California on the freeway. Fun times. Fun times. I know I've got some traffic behind me. My plan was to pass this guy and then move over. So, hopefully, we can accomplish that. Again, the truck doesn't seem to be doing all that much struggling going up this hill with its 18-speed transmission. Whoop. Yeah. As soon as I'm done with this drive, I will probably have to take a look at whatever's happening here. I might have to reset the steering yoke, because it is far, far more sensitive to the right than it is to the left. So much so it's actually causing me some problems. Like, I've got it at 20, maybe 15 degrees left before it does anything, but the minute I look, I could breathe on it to the right and it turns. So I have to check that out. So, alright, well, we are underway. We've got, I don't know, 213 miles left. Somehow that's 4 hours, 4.5 hours. Which is fine. 210 miles in the dark. Our first trip into California, if I'm not mistaken. So we are just fine. Outside of that nonsense. I moved over to pass this bus, and now he's accelerated, and the lane I'm in has slowed down because of the semi in front of it, in front of the van in front of me. Yep. So I'm kind of stuck between gears here. I'd really like for the semi to move back over so this van can accelerate so I can go around this. Well, so I can go around both of them technically, the bus and the semi. I have a feeling the van's going to leave me once he's free to go, which is fine. I think his speed limit's 70 or 75, maybe. Yes, I recognize I'm a little close up on this guy. I get that. If this van would move out of my way, I'd honk at the guy in front of him. So we are going to LA. We are carrying some Transformers. Maybe they're making a new movie. I don't know. This job is worth 11, which is almost as much as we've made the entire rest of the series. So, you know, that's not too shabby. Alright, so this is 60. Well, it's technically 59, but we'll be able to pass this semi here. And then as soon as we're around him, we'll move over and let anything else behind us go. Alright. Let's see if a flood happens or if everybody's content to go 55 or what we have going on here. So we're at 138 miles. 2 hours, 58 minutes, 3 hours. Trying to decide whether I should put my foot on the floor and go, or if I should let this car go around me. And for those of you counting at home, shut down the cruise control, and I let that car go. But now, got foot down. Not that we're going real fast. All right. Go ahead and move on over. Got the moon coming up directly in front of us. A little moonrise action. So that's nice. Oh, and we've got a merger here. Through traffic, merge left. As soon as this car next to me... Hey! Come on, guy. Can't move over and then slow down next to me. So not Bakersfield. Not Bakersfield. We're headed to San Bernardino-ish. Oh, I better slow down before I get a ticket. Well, now I gotta slow down because there's a bus in front of me and people next to me.
Keep left.
Will do. I'm sure the minute I move to the right, or to the left, I'll have to exit, so I'm just gonna hang out here in this lane. Already got a $400 ticket for having a collision at the agricultural station. I don't really want a speeding ticket on top of that. That'd be $1,100. 10% of my 10% of my profit out the window right there. What a pain that would be. Alright, so we got 75 miles to LA. Got 118 to wherever we're going, so obviously it's outside of LA. Not necessarily in the actual city. You know, I gave this thing praise a little bit ago, and that will not carry 60 miles an hour up this grade. Truck speed limit 45. Are you kidding me? Starting to wonder if I should maybe hit the brakes. Do a little engine braking. Okay, now I'm going to do some actual braking because the guy in front of me is just going miserably slow. There is some chance the car behind me is a police car. Saw him in my rearview mirror. I think he is, actually. You're not getting me, sir. Speed limit's 55 now. I think I'm going to go ahead and play it safe and just go 55. As opposed to my usual 60. Well, I'm not, because the car's in front of me. Yep, it is a police car. Police SUV. Probably getting ready to
Keep left.
exit here would be my guess. It looks like the LA exit.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Perfect. A touch earlier would have been helpful, but
Exit
that's
right.
okay. I am exiting right. Okay. What you see? What you see? What you see? Technically nothing.
Keep left.
So, did not hit anybody on that merge. I'm telling y'all, that's the first time I've ever done that in this game, so. You know, coincidentally, I was talking with my friend Tony, who is a truck driver. Shout out to Tony. And this week he was hit by a guy, and it completely destroyed the truck that ran into him and damaged the taillight of the truck he was driving, the semi he was driving. So, yeah, I mean it's kind of crazy, but he's in Alabama, as I understand it right now. I have discovered Los Angeles.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Keep right and then turn right. That is not the most helpful of instructions. I mean, I guess I'm turning right. I kept right and turned right, but and we're going squigglies with a 40-mile-an-hour corner here. Looked like I was supposed to do burnouts, is what that sign said. This truck, I mean, I can tell you right now, this truck won't do that. There may be trucks in this game or certain setups that would do it, but this one won't. Alright, are we going to Santa Monica?
And then turn right.
Cool, keep right, turn right. Understood, electronic lady.
Turn right.
Done. I assume I'm not taking the exit.
Keep left.
Got it. Have my own lane here, which is handy dandy. Gives me a chance to get onto the freeway without crushing somebody. Man, there's nobody on the road in front of me. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't see you across the way there. Throwing some high beams. See a long way down the road. We going to Long Beach? Van Nuys? You not talking to me, lady?
Keep right, and then exit right.
Done.
Exit right.
Ah, wait. Oh, shh.
Okay, let's find a new route. Keep left.
All right. See, that's my fault. I will accept the blame for this. On the plus side, unlike the last detour I had to take, there seems to be a U-turn right down the street. Yeah, I thought I was just merging right. I didn't realize I was actually exiting. So that's all me.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Done. And done.
Keep
Take.
left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Well, the light has to be green for me to do that, but I know what you're saying. All right, got a little more than a quarter of a tank of gas left. But I've got 239 miles, so I should be fine given there's 24 miles left in this journey.
Keep
Oh,
left.
maybe this guy missed his turn too.
Turn left.
Merge onto the interstate, get off of the interstate.
Keep left, and then keep right.
That made me nervous, but I see what she's doing. Okay.
Keep right, and then exit right.
All right. I hear you, lady.
Exit right.
I did. Thanks, though. All right, got nothing in my mirror as I merge on. Oh, are we going to the airport? To LAX? I've actually flown into that airport a number of times on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Probably check out. I'd really had to do the research on that,
Exit right.
whether or not I've got a recorded flight into LAX. But maybe at some point I will take my CJ4 into LAX. And I'll record it, and then I'll post it, and then I can say, remember when we talked about that?
Right.
Darwing. I assume that's like a... I assume that's Boeing, but for copyright reasons it's not. No. You're not pulling me over. But I hear you, wherever you are.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Sure hope I'm not going... Well, okay, at this
Turn
point
left.
it seems like the most obvious thing I'm doing is probably going through customs. Not customs, but like into the port of entry. It gets loud when you get out the window. Got a fellow trucker there. He might be just heading out with his load here at 4:14 in the morning. Ooh, I called that light. Alright, looks like I'm going to need to be in the right lane because up ahead we're going to take a right.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Yes, ma'am.
Turn right.
Will do. Got a car there, but they're turning left. Now, I don't know the answer.
Keep left.
Hey there, guy. I see you down there. Just turning in here. Oh, a gate. How fun. Open sesame. Alright. Tell me I get to park this thing in there. Y'all see that, right? There's a big transport plane. Tell me I get to back this thing up in there.
Route guidance is now finished.
Perfect. That would have been way too cool. But I am fairly certain I can manage this. I was so tempted to drive up those ramps. Not even gonna lie. So my plan is actually just to get it near where we're contemplating putting it. Get it straightened out this way when I'm clear of the building, yeah. And then I'll just back it straight in. That's my plan. So it was planned out. All right, well, there you have it. We are in our parking space. Parking brake is set. We're in neutral. We're going to shut the engine down. Going to hop out and pretend like we're unloading this thing. Took us 7 hours, 46 minutes. Seems like it took us a little longer than I was supposed to, but that's okay. We're now at level 4. As you can see, we're starting to get some bonus money for proficiency. So like I was level 3, get an additional $300 basically, plus my long distance delivery bonus. Grabbing a little extra XP with that trailer maneuvering bonus when we parked it. So Hey, look at that. $11,106 in our bank account, which brings our total to $33,576. All right. So what do we want to do here? It would be nice to start being able to pick up more high-value cargo and having it pay more. So I'm going to do that. I also saw, let's check out the upgrades before we do anything else. What do we got? Some rims, some lug nuts, some steering wheels, some bumpers, some new engines, new transmission, ooh, some headlights and plastic fenders for trucks we can't buy. One day. Ooh, upgraded, maybe the same size, just a new color. All right. So I was saying before I checked that, I had a new email. What do we got going on here? We can help you grow. Couldn't help but notice your steady earnings, and we'd like to assist you with developing your potential even further. My credit limit has been raised from $130,000 to $500,000. I could get halfway to our total goal, but in debt. All right, so that last job paid $11,000, and we drove for 7 hours. So according to my calculations, if we could just maintain that level, and I borrowed $500,000, I'd still be making like $4,000 a run. Not that that's my plan, but you know what I could do? Make sure that my company supports it. Oh, I gotta buy a truck before I can. Okay. See what kind of used trucks are over out there. So we'll just start at the top. Freightliner Cascadia 2019 day cab. 100 grand. 6,400 miles. In excellent condition. This one's a touch more expensive. Same truck. Same frame anyway. 370 1250. 370 1250. It's got the Eaton Ultra Shift. 10B laws. 120 gallon fuel tanks on both. So, all right, chat. 4626 3022. For some reason, this truck is 11,000 to 13, call it 12,000 more than the truck with 14,000 less miles on it. All right, so we're gonna keep that in mind. That truck's 100 grand. It's a nice looking truck, though. We might could make that work. All right, so we got the Max. Now I'll tell y'all right now. Well, I was gonna say something. This truck is 85,000. That's a compelling argument. This truck has 415 and 1,660 foot-pounds of torque, which is far more than this day cab made by Freightliner, the Cascadia. 370, 1350. What did I say? 415, 1660. Man, so far those are winning the war on. Okay, Okay. This Volvo V&L 300. Holy mackerel. Why is this one 150? And the one directly above it, which is the exact same, is 105. Alright, keep that in mind. This International, that's 99. Well, these are different versions, okay. And then a Peterbilt. Okay. I am not gonna lie. Right at this second, I'm kind of leaning towards this Volvo. Now, for those of you in chat that might know anything about trucks, you might be like, terrible idea, you're an idiot. And maybe I am. That's possible. I don't know anything about trucks as a whole. At one point, I remember Tony telling me that the Freightliner Cascadia was a decent truck, or he said something about it, and I recall thinking that might be a truck worth exploring way back in the day. That said, I have had two Volvos. I've loved both of them. Both great cars. I don't know if that translates into trucking, but let's pretend like it does. For 105, I could own my own rig. Wonder how fast I could pay. Well, I mean, 10 jobs. 10 jobs, 11,000 pays this truck off, right? But if I own my own rig, maybe I make more because I'm just borrowing the trailer, so the company's not fronting the money. That's what I'm going to do. All right, we've got a plan. Here's what we're going to do. Quick jobs. The highest paying quick job right now with my set of circumstances is $13,000. I don't want to be that guy, but that's actually a pretty good deal. And I could jump in there right now. The biggest issue I have is that dynamite. My biggest issue is if I do that right now, that truck might be gone. But I'd have to borrow less. Alright, we're going to take the job. We're going to take the job. We're going to drive. That's what we're here to do, right? Alright, so Coastline Mining. I got dynamite in here.
Time to hit the road.
Time to hit the road. You got that right, driver lady. What kind of truck is this? A Mack. Alright, let's give it another try. Yeah, the Mack is still, okay. Just, purely from an adjust my seating position deal, I'm not loving this truck. I don't like to have to adjust so that I can see my left side mirror. I get having to adjust to see my right side. That I totally understand. And if I'm a little crooked in the cab, I can actually see both. But for whatever reason, this mirror on the left side is so far back that if I don't adjust my mirrors, it is like so hard to see out of it. Okay, I am carrying dynamite. Let's just be real clear about this. I'm carrying 32,000 pounds of dynamite. So, it would behoove me not to have a stupid accident like I did last drive. That's all I'm going to say about that. Alright, let's freaking go. 972 miles worth of gas, 371 miles on the job, 6 hours 35 minutes. Oh, alright, so this truck,
Turn right.
well, I was just getting ready to say this truck doesn't have navigation. I guess it does have navigation.
Turn right.
So even, I don't know, that's dumb. That said, I mean, I've got the navigation unit pulled up there on the bottom right. So even though the truck physically doesn't have it, as far as I can tell, I've still got navigation because I don't I don't know where I'm going. I don't live in Phoenix, and even if I did, I doubt that the roads are the exact same. Well, okay, so I discovered today that the road network is a 1/20th scale of the U.S. So you know, I imagine some of these roads exist. Is he serious? What are you doing, my guy? Give him a ticket. I know there's no way he didn't see me coming. I got headlights, driving a big red truck. That guy was trying to get exploded today. I got 30-something thousand pounds of
And then
TNT,
turn right.
dynamite. You know what that means? It means if I crash into you, we both die.
Turn right.
Ridiculous. I admitted to the first one. The first job, when I ran over that Mustang, that was on me for not paying attention. That guy, that was him. That's all him. If I'd have hit him and gotten a ticket, I'd have been fighting that in court. Oop. Went slightly off the road trying to get the trailer around the corner. Holy cow. Not in love with this thing up hills. I am not convinced this truck will go 65 at this moment. Move over or slow down for stop something, 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 something. It's the law. I don't know if it actually said that or not. Lane ends, merge left. Will do. Nope, 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 nope. That guy tried to get hit. That's what he tried to do. He was in the left lane. I started to move over and he moved into the center. I see what's happening here. People are testing my patience. Oh, 60. Oh my gosh, 75. All right. Let's go. Arizona. This truck is not enjoying 70. I am flat out, foot on the floor.
Keep left.
Hey, I made it 75. Woo! I don't think I'm going to try to push my luck to 80. Just I don't think the truck will do it, and I don't want to have to stress out about trying to get there, so we're just going to stay at a comfortable 75. Plus I'm dealing with this weird steering wheel issue that I didn't get fixed because we got to talking about buying trucks, and then it went by the wayside. I'm telling you, if I breathe on the steering wheel, I turn right. But it's 15 degrees to the left right now. To go left. Come on. Oh, that was my fault. I slowed down when I moved over, and he has now accelerated. I'd like to move back over. But between the steering wheel and having to look in my mirror to do so, I'm not having a good time of it. So I've got a virtual reality. I've got VR. I've got a VR setup. I don't know how that would go, but I'm currently contemplating, like, in my head, if you had like a track IR or something like that,
Keep left.
that might be beneficial for this game. Nope, I'm not getting a ticket. You're getting a ticket. Oh, that guy is, actually. He must not have seen the speed limit sign.
Go straight on.
Will do. Here we are. Lovely Tucson out the window to our left.
Keep left.
Okay, will do. Look at that Tucson out there. Oh, crap, I knew that was going to happen. I want to slow down just to go around this corner here. I say that and then I put my foot on the gas. Okay. Did I already discover Tucson? Is that why it hasn't given me a "You've discovered Tucson" notification? Or is it like Amerigo Vespucci discovered Tucson? Oh, no, boom. That's right, still Christopher Columbus up in here.
Go straight on.
Done. I really don't think I necessarily need for her to tell me that every exit. Like, just tell me when I'm supposed to exit. I think that would be just the most helpful. Alright. Fairly safe to say we're out of Tucson. Speed limit is 75. Truck was already struggling to stay at 70. Got the cruise control set at 80. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. 231 miles to get to 80. Ah! Man, yeah. After this drive, definitely fixing the steering wheel. The flight yoke, actually, as it were. Truck in front of me, car off to my left side. Just hit 75. Uh, my cruise control definitely stopped working there. It wouldn't reset, which is unfortunate because I had hit 75. I was hoping to go to 80, and then it just cut out. Dang it. Guess I'm just gonna have to stay behind this guy, because truck's not fast enough to accelerate. I got people trying to come around me on my left side. I just really don't want to have an accident with 30,000 pounds of TNT, of dynamite in the back end.
Go straight on.
I feel like maybe it would help if it downshifted more than 1 gear. Let's see if I'm right. Well, this is an interesting conundrum. So I downshifted 1 more gear in manual, but that seems to be about... Well, would you look at this? There's 75 right there. So by forcing it to downshift a gear to 11th from 12th, it definitely came alive. Now we're back down to 69, so you do what you want with that, but just purely from a intelligent transmission standpoint, I don't need fuel efficiency. I'd like to be able to go. I mean, fuel efficiency is nice, but there's a speed trap. Not that I can go the speed limit, but they were just waiting for somebody to pull over the hill at 1,000 miles an hour. I don't know if this is San Simon, which sounds about as white as possible, or San Simon. Why are you brake checking me, my guy? Speed limit is 75, and
Go straight on.
you brake checked me down to 30. What are you doing? I am fairly certain I got 2 police officers behind me. I'm gonna get pulled over for going too slow is what's gonna happen. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to cut you off. In Hool, which is apparently a knockoff U-Haul brand. No. In Hool, for when you need a cheaper move than U-Haul. Zero visibility possible. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Oh, jeez. Never mind. There's a wait station in 2 miles. A way station in 2 miles. I'll never be able to pass all these full... Oh.
And then exit right.
Well. Haha, new way station.
Right.
You don't get to know how much my truck weighs.
Get ready to turn left.
Alright, I'm ready. Oh, no I'm not. Hold on. Okay, now I am. Yep.
Turn left.
Little stop sign action, so... a self-governed turn here. Looks like we're good. And now we've got right-of-way. We don't turn right. Do not enter. Some train tracks. Those better stay up. Speed limit's 45. Let's go. $65, even better. What is the logic of being in 10th gear at 45 miles an hour? What is the logic of shifting at that speed? Alright, we're going to manual shift this thing for a minute, see if we can get to the speed limit. Oh, except for there's a commercial vehicle stop coming up. Okay, I heard you. We'll go ahead and just shift it back into drive for now, or automatic or whatever.
Finding a new route.
Why? Shut up, lady. I'm just pulling in to get weighed. Oh, I guess I can turn that off. I'm legal officers, and if I'm not, blame somebody else. 63,762. Thanks for your cooperation. Have a safe journey. Thanks, guys. Alright, unlike last time, I will be checking my mirrors before I merge. There's nothing in my mirrors, so I'm merging. I know that's not the way.
Ready to turn right.
I know that's not the way to do it. Nobody has to say that to me. I get that I'm supposed to, check over my shoulder and everything. I'm just telling you all right now, if I had done that, I would have crashed. Oh, this is not a stop for me. I just keep on keeping on. That guy trusted me with his life there that I was turning right. Oh. Or he didn't care like that one guy in the Jeep from earlier in this drive. 55. Not that I intend to hit that anytime soon. Got 85 miles left, hour and 40 minutes. So far, outside of that one guy that cut me off at the very beginning of the trip, things have gone well. That was not the case in the last episode, so... The other crazy thing is, and I was thinking about this, in the last episode I only got one drive-in the hour I had with y'all. In this one, we're going to complete 2 trips, hypothetically, hopefully, and we had time to talk about my strategy on the truck. I didn't think the last drive did have a detour of like 150,000 miles. That detour was so long, I'm still on it almost. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I didn't factor that in terms of like how far I actually drove during that episode for just the one drive. All right, we're not slowing down fast enough, and I don't want a ticket. I feel it. We're getting close. It's kind of a neat area. I love the wide open horizons when you get out into like New Mexico, Arizona, that area. Like, I love being able to see the mountains and that kind of stuff as well. But man, I just love like the view at the distance, because it's not just all flat. You get the hills, you get mountains in the distance in some areas, right? That to me is really a neat experience. I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Before you see hills, you almost have to drive like 10 hours from here. Previously lived in El Paso. Obviously, that's up against the Franklin Mountains. Those were awesome, getting to see that view every day. But just from like, so I'm part of an off-road group. We go out to, Moab in Utah, and we've been to Sedona. We went up to the Ouray area in Colorado for an off-roading trip. Just some amazing landscape. The one thing I will never forget is Million Dollar Highway up in Colorado. I mean, that is just gorgeous. Like, if you've never been up there, if you're a fan of like, that was a weird shutter. If you're a fan of like good scenery though, and you're not afraid of heights, my gosh, that's a beautiful area. And then, as part of the off-roading thing, we did hit a bunch of trails. I mean, there was just, the views were spectacular. Absolutely, I would recommend that. 10 out of 10. Clifton discovered. Okay, that sounds more like a person than a town, but I have discovered Clifton and the San Francisco River. Is what we're crossing currently. Speed limit's 25, in case anybody was wondering. Which seems like we're just rolling to a stop, basically. To be honest with you, I wasn't really using the cruise control because I'm in town. But yeah, man. But yeah, so kind of, I'll be honest with you, like getting to see kind of the areas in this game were kind of neat, because I wouldn't want to live in California. That's just my personal preference. But Arizona, New Mexico, I think are both beautiful. Utah, that area, Colorado for certain. So it's kind of neat to get to see it kind of in game, despite the fact that, I don't get to look around a ton because I'm focused on my driving most times. So, yeah, so good times. But if you've not experienced those areas, I would highly recommend checking that out. We took what I understand is Colorado's most technical trail. When we were up there, we went up to Black Bear Pass out in Ouray, Montrose. I'm not. I guess it's between Ouray and Telluride. Beautiful, beautiful pass. Obviously, very technical, very challenging. View was totally worth it. Absolutely, 100%. So, you can find all sorts of videos on YouTube, people traversing that trail. There is an infamous one where guy leaves his Jeep. He's got a manual transmission Jeep, forgets to put the parking brake on, and his Jeep rolls down the hill, down the mountain. I mean, it was pandemonium. It was chaos. The Jeep flipped right by another Jeep that was further down the trail. Just craziness. But, like I said, the trail was spectacular. And as long as you take it easy, go with a group that knows what they're doing, don't try to rush it, don't drive beyond your limits. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. It was an amazing trip. So I don't know that I posted any video on my YouTube channel from that. Not that I couldn't. We took, every day we had the GoPros running, taking video. It was awesome. We had a bunch of pictures from that trip. But highly encourage it. I know that doesn't really have, I mean, I guess it ties in because of what we're looking at right now. Like, look at the terrain. Look at what we're driving through. This is really a beautiful area of America. If you've never been here, or if you don't live in America, I don't know that I'd want to be following trucks through this cavern. I would tell you right now, I've got a Ducati, I've got a Panigale, and I would love to come carve these corners through this canyon. That would be, oh man, I bet that would be epic. But yeah, no, so looks like we are about to turn the corner here, and then our destination is on the left. I'm sure my lady will tell me that in a minute. And yeah, we'll have to go from there. We'll be good to go. So 3 miles. I think we're on time. Sure, we're early.
Turn left.
Sure, we're early on this one. A copper mine. I'll assume that's what the dynamite in the trailer is for. Ta-da!
Turn left.
One more left turn. I see the trailer emblem.
Finally, we are here.
Finally! This lady better keep her attitude to herself. Alright, where are we putting this thing? Confirm. Rough road. Alright. Looks like we're going to be putting it down here, kind of big by these super earth movers. Figure out where this thing is going. Perfect. Alright, so I got the white lines right there. I have done this backwards. That's on me. But that's okay, because I actually think this might have worked itself out. No, it hasn't. I'll tell you why, because I can't see the lines on the ground. So we'll pull forward till... Okay, I can see them on the road. The only thing I don't want to run into is that earth mover right there. Yeah, we're golden. Go ahead and start cutting it. Got my mirror over here. And I feel like... Okay. I'm going to pull forward. I feel like I'm fairly close to being able to pull this thing in here. But I'm going to go ahead and pull forward because I couldn't see the lines. There they are. Okay, perfect. Boom. Back it up nice and easy. Neutral. Parking brake set. Engine off. Get out of the cab. Hit T to dismount. Dismount to decouple. 6 hours, 47 minutes. Consumed 75 gallons of fuel. Look at that, 13.4. We are now a level 5 enthusiast. I feel like we've done a good job there, so well done us. Got a skill rank bonus, a hazard class bonus, that was only XP. Proficiency bonus. Excellent. Oh, excellent. Look at this. Another unassigned skill point. So right now we're not... I do think that was like a decently long drive. I am going to actually do... I'm going to do fragile cargo this time around. New upgrades available. Huh. Okay, so some new rims, some new tires, steering wheels, beacons, exhaust, new chassis, some mirrors. Not that the mirrors in that truck are worth a... I'm sure they're great if you have, you know, field of view. If you're able to look around, if you're using like a, you know, a track IR, if you're in VR, I'm sure that it's fine. Well, upgrade version, upgraded engine, new transmission, seats. So we're at $47,000. I also saw that I could upgrade some trailer things. Oh, 45-foot chassis. the difference between these two. Although that looks like it might be movable and this one's not. Okay. So we are here at $47,000. Let's see what trucks are available. Did I? Nope. Used trucks. Let's see if there's a Volvo still available. Oh, good. Looks like the exact same one's still available. So now I'd really only need to borrow $60,000 instead of $100. Well, 70. I was, whatever. But I'm gonna have to pay for my own fuel if I use one of these, if I buy one. So, all right, that's what we're gonna do. The last thing we're gonna do before I exit. It was just over 100. It was like 105. We're at 47. I'd need 60 to do that. I'm going to borrow 70. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to borrow 70. Okay, so there's 60. That would be enough to buy that truck. I'm going to borrow 70 because we're going to have some running costs. Now, as soon as I make enough to pay off each of these loans, that'll be the first thing I do. Whether y'all like that or not, that's, I think, the fastest way. Oh, here's what we're going to do, though. Before we do that, jobs, quick job. The most expensive... Oh, look. I could deliver more... Oh, I could deliver fireworks. How fun. Okay, so highest paying job, 13.4. Let's see if this was the right decision. 13.4. I did decide I'm going to go ahead and buy this Volvo. Alright guys, here we go. Oh, yeah. Arizona to Phoenix. And assign it to me. Oh, hey, look. They're going to deliver it to my garage. And my regular insurance is already paid. Perfect. Alright, here we go. Quick job. Y'all ready? What are we doing? Okay, the exact same jobs exist. That's unfortunate. So... Oh, no, that's because I'm an idiot. Now I can go into the freight market. I forgot about that. Okay. So, this job's now 18 at $46 a mile. Okay. Hey, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so I don't want this to reset for next time. So here's what I'm going to do. Before we exit, I'm going to select this job. Next session, we will have this job. That's what we'll start out with, all right? Fireworks, done, $18,000. You know what? That actually might be... Yes. So by owning my own truck, I'm going to earn $5,000 more because it's the same job. Just one is, do I own a truck or not? Boom. Oh, look. Here's my nice new little truck. Parked in front of my less than amazing garage, but now at least I have a truck. Yeah. Got myself a Volvo. A VNL. I am 1 mile and 5 minutes away from this job. All right. We are going to go to this job before I exit because I do not want...
Here we go.
Let me see already. This is going to be so much fun. Okay, but I can see out of my mirror already. So I'm already ahead. Okay. Oh, hey, nice. Rear window. Just make sure I'm not running over anything. Perfect. Nothing coming. All right, let's go grab this trailer, or at least grab the job.
Right. Go straight on.
They've got stop signs.
Go straight on.
Okay. Speed limit's 25, so I'm slowing back down.
Get ready to turn right.
So far, I already like I mean, I know I'm not carrying a trailer,
Turn right.
so I'm going to Enterpriser there. Okay, so I'm stopping. Just
Get ready to turn left.
oh, I'm ready. Left turn signal on.
Turn left.
Turning left.
This is where it ends.
Well, that was dramatic. This is where it ends. All right, so freight market. Yeah, boy. Oh man, some shorter routes. Oh no, that's. I don't know why this job pays so much, but I'm going to take it.
Ready to roll.
So ready to roll. My trailer is ready. Oh, I guess it's the one with the flashing super animated arrow above it. So I guess this is the one thing about owning your own truck is now I drive to and from job sites, and they don't just have it loaded ready to go when I get here. That says explosive. Okay. Alright, let's load this thing up. Alright, we're all hooked up. Alright, great news. We have our job. We have our next job. We're going to make a little more money. I'm going to be able to pay off one of those $10,000 loans, and maybe actually both of them. And then I'll only be 50 in the hole. And then we're going to start making some money. So I'm excited about this. So, all right. Well, I appreciate you guys joining me. Thanks you. Obviously, we ran 2 jobs today. I had one accident where Mustang and I had a little coming together. Other than that, today went way better than the last session. So thankful for that. I know this ran a little long, but that's going to happen sometimes, especially as we get some longer distance jobs. So thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully you've had fun. I've had fun. Maybe you learned something. I don't know. But if not, hopefully you just enjoyed the drive. So this is Rick NSX. Like I said, appreciate you coming and joining me this time. See you next episode.